Another 40 minutes, Tom replied. Well, I'm so hot, I announced. Well, we can solve that, Tom said, smiling. Take off your coat, Becca, he said. No, I'll be fine, I answered. Take it off, he growled. I looked at him, and his smile had disappeared. He seemed very stern, and I began to get nervous. He leaned forward and unbuckled my seatbelt, and I was shaking now. What is it about sex stories that you're looking for? What about audio porn? Are you guys into audio porn? Do you like listening, or do you like watching and listening? Why you watch it, why you do it, what's exciting about it? Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Ali here, a platform where we have some casual conversations about sex, relationships, and other fun stuff. Now, the video today is meant more for market research, I guess you would say, and I'm really hoping that you could help me out a little bit, because I've been in the process of restructuring my YouTube. As usual, I know, I feel like I'm always restructuring my YouTube. I apologize, but you know, this YouTube thing is a journey. I've been leaning more towards the whole sex, relationships kind of content. I want to make sure that moving forward, I am comfortable creating new content. I'm creating content that I enjoy first and foremost, but also that is still engaging and exciting for you guys. And so when I took a deep dive into my YouTube analytics the other day and looked up the YouTube search terms that are most widely used when my videos come up, I was quite surprised. So in the last year alone, 3 out of the top 5 YouTube search terms that are used when my videos pop up are related to sex stories. And when I look at the top 50, almost half of those search terms are a keyword related to some kind of sex story. English sex stories, real life person sex stories, erotic literature, sex stories with real people, and things like that. And I was quite surprised, to be honest with you. And this is why I'm making this video, because I'd love to know from you guys, what is it about sex stories that you're looking for? First of all, why are you on YouTube looking for sex stories? Why don't you go on Pornhub or a porn website? Are sex stories on YouTube different than what you find on porn? What is it? What is the difference for you? Do you want to see a sort of scripted movie type of thing? Do you want to hear real people talk about their sex stories? Do you look up sex stories for sexual gratification? Do you look up sex stories because you're just curious about what other people are doing? Do you do it because you want to educate yourself? Does it turn you on more to hear a sex story from a real person rather than watching some porn? Does it have anything to do with sexual gratification? Do you prefer listening to sex stories as opposed to reading sex stories? Is there a difference for you? Are you hoping to find some more audio erotica literature that's a little bit more sexy? Or do you prefer more candid videos of just real people sharing some sexy shit that happened to them? Maybe it was great, maybe it was bad, maybe it was funny, maybe it was weird, but something that you can relate to. So yeah, I want to know, like, what is it about sex stories that you all love so much? So at the beginning of my YouTube journey, I was open in sharing a lot more stories online. And then I kind of stopped because I was starting to get a little bit cautious about how much I was sharing online with the kind of feedback that I was getting. I wasn't sure how comfortable I was being so open and so on. But as more time goes by, I feel like I am becoming more comfortable, more relaxed, more self-aware, and just kind of coming into myself and feeling a little bit more open to share some things. And it's also because of the kind of feedback that I'm getting from you guys online, and kind of knowing that people don't only watch my videos for, let's say, sexual gratification or whatever. I know there are a lot of people who watch my videos to learn, out of curiosity, to find someone relatable to them, and so on. And I know that there are not a lot of people who share things, especially about their sex lives, openly online in a very kind of candid, relaxed, real, relatable, open, non-judgmental sort of way. And so the fact that I'm providing some real life experience through, you know, my stories and the things that I've experienced and so on, It kind of acts as a digital buffer for those who are interested in hearing about it and learning about it and so on, but maybe are not ready or who are literally unable to do these things or experience these things in real life. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I see it as kind of like we're friends. You and I, we're friends, okay? And we're just hanging out, and I'm a friend who has some sexual experience and trying some stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a be-all, know-all kind of person. I haven't done that much stuff, but you know, I'm interested to talk about it, and I've done a few things, you know, and I consider myself a safe space to talk about sexual stuff or relationship stuff and feelings and emotions and all those kinds of things. But the pressure is removed from you because you don't have to actively participate in everything. You can just sit there as an active listener, as an observer, as a silent viewer. So I guess that's what's so great about being able to share experiences, sex stories, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly in a sort of candid, casual, podcasty, YouTube video sort of way to destigmatize some taboos around experiences that most of the time we've been taught that are impolite to talk about. The fact is that there are still a lot of people who are really uncomfortable about talking about sex and love and relationships and those kinds of things, or they don't have access to others who are willing to be open with them about it. So I guess I sort of see my platform and the way I approach my videos and delivering of sex stories and so on as a service to you guys. I am that person for you, if that makes any sense. I don't know if this video makes any sense at all. I hope it does. Essentially, I really just want to start a conversation about this and really ask for your input about why you watch my videos and what is it about sex stories that you guys are looking for. When you type in YouTube, English sex stories, real life sex stories, erotic literature, what is it exactly that you're looking for? Are you looking to get hard? Are you looking to educate? Are you looking to relate? Are you looking just to pass time? What is it about sex stories that you all love so much? So please, if you have any input about this, drop it in the comments below. You can also send me an email as well if you don't want to comment publicly. That's okay too. If you want to join my Patreon, you can send me a message privately there as well if you want to support me there. And this is really just some feedback for me to learn more about you guys and learn how to move forward with content. And I'm kind of excited to embark on this journey a little bit more. I've really been, I guess, immersing myself more into this role. I don't know what role that is, or I guess box I've put myself in, talking about sex, relationships, and other fun stuff. Like, there's just so much to talk about, so much. And there's still a lot of stuff that I'm really uncomfortable of talking about, by the way. So I can't think of something right now, but there's for sure a huge list of things. So let's just be uncomfortable together, right? I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't wanna make this video too long. I always make my videos too long because I just keep talking and rambling away. But that's pretty much it. So any feedback would be very much appreciated. And also, if you'd like to support me even more in my content creator journey / education, you can join my Patreon. The link is down below. That is a platform where I will be posting some extra content. Some of the sex stories that I have talked about, I post a little bit more of a detailed version on Patreon, you know, so some details that I don't really share on YouTube to respect community guidelines, and also because I'm a little bit shy, so I like to keep it for, you know, a little private group of us. So that's kind of it. Anyways, I love you guys. Je vous aime.